Matatag Curriculum, English Grade 4, Quarter 1, Lesson 4, Days 4 to 5, Subject-Verb Agreement.
Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Hello kids! How are you today? Are you ready to learn another lesson in English 4? If yes, then let's start. Our topic for today is about subject-verb agreement. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. This is our objective for today's lesson. Observe correct subject-verb agreement. The verb must always agree with its number. If the subject is singular, the verb must be in singular form. If the subject is plural, the verb must also be in plural form. We will study the correct subject-verb agreement to avoid confusion. Let us read these sentences. Number 1, Manny Pacquiao makes all Filipinos proud. The subject, Manny Pacquiao, is singular, so the verb makes is also in the singular form to match. Number 2, he starts and ends his game with a prayer. The subject, he, is singular, so both verbs, starts and ends, are in the singular form. Number 3, he tries to win all his games. The subject, he, is singular, so the verb tries is also in the singular form. Number 4, Filipinos watch during his game. The subject, Filipinos, is plural, so the verb watch is in the plural form to agree with it. Number 5, many people admire him as a player. The subject, many people, is plural, so the verb admire is in the plural form to match. The verb must always agree with its number. If the subject is singular, the verb must be in singular form. If the subject is plural, the verb must also be in plural form. We will study the correct subject-verb agreement to avoid confusion. Now, let's read a story about Ben's cat, written by Glovic R. Bustamante. Ben's aunt gave him a cat as his pet. He loves his cat very much. He feeds it well. He gives it clean water to drink and gives it a comfortable place to sleep in. He even bats the cat once a week. One day, they strolled on the farm. Ben was happy watching the beautiful butterflies when he saw a big snake. As the snake produced a sound and ready to attack him, the cat jumped on the snake. It bit the snake and the snake died. Ben was so happy because his cat saved his life. Ben hugged the cat, thanked it, then they went home. Now, here are the reading comprehension questions. Number 1, who has a cat? The answer, Ben has a cat. Number 2, who gave the cat to him? The answer, Ben's aunt gave the cat to him. Number 3, why did his aunt give him the cat? The answer, the story doesn't say why, but it seems Ben's aunt gave him the cat as a pet because she thought he would enjoy it. Number 4, how did he treat his cat? Here's the answer. Ben treated his cat very well. He fed it, gave it clean water, provided a comfortable place to sleep, bathed it once a week, and cared for it with love and attention. Now, what are the verbs in singular form and what are the verbs in plural form? This time, let us go back to the story and encircle the verbs. The first one is gave, loves, feeds, gives, and gives. Next, we have bath, strolled, was, and saw. For the third one, we have produced, jumped, beat, died, saved, hugged, and thanked. Oh, we have went. Here are the singular verbs. The first one, the cat jumped on the snake. Number 2, it bit the snake. Number 3, the snake died. Number 4, Ben was so happy because his cat saved his life. Fifth, Ben hugged the cat. And sixth, Ben thanked it. Here are the plural verbs. One day they strolled on the farm. Second, then they went home. Now, let's have another story about Barangay Fiesta. In the small barangay of San Luis, the villagers will prepare for their barangay fiesta. The fiesta will showcase the culture and tradition of the community. As the sun will rise on that day, the people will begin their work. The officials will decorate the street. The women will cook different dishes and will set up the stage. The dancers will practice their graceful moves and cultural presentation. The villagers will wear their traditional costumes and will parade along the street. They will carry banners that will represent the barangay products and beautiful sceneries. Now, here are the questions. What activities will be done by the people during the barangay fiesta? Let's name them one by one. And here's the answer. During the barangay fiesta, the people will do the following activities. Number 1, prepare for the fiesta. Number 2, showcase the culture and tradition of the community. Number 3, decorate the streets. Number 4, cook different dishes. And number 5, set up the stage. Number 6, practice their graceful moves and cultural presentation. Number 7, wear traditional costumes. Number 8, parade along the streets. And number 9, carry banners that represent barangay products and beautiful sceneries. Let's read these sentences taken from the stories above. Here's the set A. Number 1, he loves his cat very much. Number 2, he feeds it well. Number 3, he gives it clean water to drink. Number 4, he gives it a comfortable place to sleep in. And number 5, they stroll in the farm. What is the tense of the verb? And which of the verbs is in present tense singular and present tense plural? When will you use a verb in singular form, in plural form? Let's answer this one by one. All the verbs in set A are in the present tense. Present tense singular verbs. Number 1, he loves his cat very much. Number 2, he feeds it well. Number 3, he gives it clean water to drink. Number 4, he gives it a comfortable place to sleep in. And here is the present tense plural verb. Number 5, they stroll in the farm. When will you use a verb in singular form or in plural form? When to use each verb form? First, we have singular form. Use when the subject is singular. One person, one animal, or one thing. Example, he loves his cat. In this sentence, he is singular, so loves is singular. Second is plural form. Use when the subject is plural. More than one person, more than one animal, or more than one thing. Example sentence, they stroll in the farm. In this sentence, they is plural, so stroll is plural. Read these sentences taken from the stories above. Here's the set B. Number 1, Lisa helped her. Number 2, she left the school. Number 3, she called an ambulance. Number 4, they brought Celine to the hospital. And number 5, she contacted Celine's parents. Now, what is the tense of the verb? All the verbs in set B are in the past tense. Past tense singular verbs. Number 1, Lisa helped her. Number 2, she left the school. Number 3, she called an ambulance. Number 4, she contacted Celine's parents. And for the past tense plural verb, they brought Celine to the hospital. How is the past tense of the verb formed? How to form the past tense of the verb? To form the past tense of the verb, first, regular verbs. Add ed to the base form of the verb. For example, help becomes helped. Second is irregular verbs. The past tense form varies and doesn't follow a specific pattern. These forms need to be memorized. Examples: leave becomes left, call becomes called, bring becomes brought, contact becomes contacted. Now, let's go to set C. Here are the sentences. Number 1, the fiesta will showcase their culture and tradition. Number 2, the people will begin their work. Number 3, the officials will decorate their streets. Number 4, the women will cook different dishes. And number 5, the dancers will practice their graceful moves. Now, here's the question. What is the tense of the verb? All the verbs in the sentences in set C are in the future tense. Number 1, the fiesta will showcase their culture and tradition. Number 2, the people will begin their work. Number 3, the officials will decorate their streets. Number 4, the women will cook different dishes. And number 5, the dancers will practice their graceful moves. How do we form the future tense of the verb? How to form the future tense of a verb? To form the future tense of a verb, use the following structure. Will plus base form of the verb. Example: will plus talk equals will talk. Will plus eat equals will eat. Will plus see equals will see. Give me 5 instructions. Write the appropriate verb to complete the sentence. Number 1, the girl blank fervently. Number 2, the girls blank attis to their neighbors. Number 3, my mother blank dinner for our family. Number 4, my father blank a tree in our backyard. And number 5, the tiger blank at the hunters. Answer: number 1, the girl prays fervently. Number 2, the girls give attis to their neighbors. Number 3, my mother cooks dinner for our family. Number 4, my father plants a tree in our backyard. And number 5, the tiger roars at the hunters. Lesson activity letter A. Fill in the blank with the correct form of the verb. Number 1, Ray blank make or makes his project with his father. Number 2, the fisherman return or returns blank for their safety. Number 3, the learners enjoy or enjoys blank their presentation on the stage. Number 4, Franny and I blank takes pictures of the hills. Number 5, the conductor calls blank the passengers. Answer. Number 1, Ray makes his project with his father. Number 2, the fishermen return for their safety. Number 3, the learners enjoy their presentation on the stage. Number 4, Franny and I take pictures of the hills. Number 5, the conductor calls the passengers. Lesson activity letter B. Write the correct form of the verb to complete the sentences. Number 1, Anna water blank the plants every day. Number 2, Mother cooked blank delicious breakfast for us this morning. Number 3, we brush blank our teeth every after meal. Number 4, Lisa walk blank to school. And number 5, Lino climbed blank the guava tree. Answer. Number 1, Anna waters the plants every day. Number 2, Mother cooked delicious breakfast for us this morning. Number 3, we brush our teeth after every meal. Number 4, Lisa walks to school. And number 5, Lino climbs the guava tree. Lesson activity letter C. Supply the appropriate verb to complete the sentences. Number 1, Luna blank to the market. Number 2, the farmers blank vegetables on the farm. Number 3, Risa and Donna will blank the room. And number 4, they blank the plants. And number 5, we must blank healthy food. Answer. Number 1, Luna went to the market. Number 2, the farmers grow vegetables on the farm. Number 3, Risa and Donna will clean the room. Number 4, they water the plants. And number 5, we must eat healthy food. For formative assessment, read the sentences carefully, then write the plural form of the underlined word. Number 1, that old tree is my favorite. Number 2, the dog barked loudly at the strangers. Number 3, she noticed one brown egg in the poultry. Number 4, the dog chased the cat. And number 5, the child found the lost wallet. Answer. Number 1, that old trees are my favorite. Number 2, the dogs barked loudly at the strangers. Number 3, she noticed brown eggs in the poultry. Number 4, the dogs chased the cats. And number 5, the children found the lost wallets. Next, letter B. Read each sentence carefully, then determine whether the underlined noun is a count noun or mass noun. Number 1, we will buy a 2 chocolate cake. Number 2, milk is good for our body. Number 3, my mother likes to put honey on the bread. And number 4, we enjoyed a warm soup on the rainy days. Number 5, Father asked for a cup of coffee. Answer. Number 1, count noun. Number 2, mass noun. Number 3, mass noun. Number 4, mass noun. And number 5, mass noun. For letter C, choose the correct personal pronouns to complete the sentences. Number 1, he, I, or they is the captain of the basketball team. Number 2, she, we, you goes to the plaza. Number 3, he, she, or it always helps his brother with his homework. Number 4, it, you, we was a fantastic performance on the stage. Number 5, I, she, you are to invited to my children's party. Answer: number 1, he. Number 2, she. Number 3, he. Number 4, it. And number 5, you. For letter D, use the correct verb to complete the sentences. Number 1, the birds sings sweetly in the tree. Number 2, a colorful butterfly fly high in the garden now. Number 3, the river flows calmly through the valley. Number 4, the learners studies their lesson every night. And number 5, my friend and I will plays volleyball this Saturday. And here's the answer. Number 1, sing. Number 2, flies. Number 3, flows. Number 4, study. Number 5, play. And that wraps up today's lesson. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you!